Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's tutorial. In today's tutorial, I'll share with you guys how I made this off shoulder straight bustier without drafting. So if this is what you're interested in, let's get right into the video. So first of all, we're going to do -5 to get our half length plus 2-inch sewing allowance. If you don't want it to be too revealing, you can use -4, but -5 actually works very well for almost everybody. So you're just going to cut out, first of all, you're going to do -5 and get your half cut. And mind you, our material is on fold. So the next we're going to do is our bust measurement divided by 4 plus 2-inch sewing allowance. So we're actually doing this so we'll know exactly what we are working with, so we don't have too much excess and be confused at the end of the day. So the next thing, at the center part, we're just going to look for our nipple to nipple, so we'll be able to cut out the center front and the side front together. So our nipple to nipple is 8 divided by 2 is 4 plus half inch is 4.5. So that's what I am doing. Mind you, the material is on fold and this part is the closed part and not the end part. You're actually folding the center. So the next thing we're going to do is to mark out our under bust. So you can actually do -5 to mark your under bust, or you can measure from your chest to your under bust. And my client's chest to under bust is 9 inches. For bigger bust, you can use 9. For middle, you can use 8, and smaller ones you can use 7. So the next thing we're going to do is from the chest to the nipple points. You can do -5 to mark your nipple points and your under bust. That's another easy way to do it. Or you can take the tape and place on your client's chest to the nipple and then to the under bust. That's another way again. So the next thing we're going to do at the chest line, we're just going to come in by 3/4 of an inch. So the aim of this is to be able to mark our bust curve. So you're just going to mark that, and at the under bust, we're still going to mark the same 3/4 of an inch. Please don't mark that on the nipple. Don't do it on the nipple, just the top, the chest, the under bust, and then the half cut. And the half cut, we're going to mark 1 inch. Please leave the nipple points, which is the center line, unmarked. Leave it like that. Don't mark anything on it. So the next thing we're going to do, using our free hand, we're just going to connect the 3/4 of an inch from the chest line to the nipple points. You're just going to rule a line marked to the nipple point. Sorry, my hand is covering it. And from the under bust as well, you're just going to take a curve to the nipple point and then you curve again. That's why we're marking 3/4 of an inch, to actually have a guide of what exactly we are doing. I'm sorry if you're a bit confused. Please just take your time. It's something you can do. So we're just going to cut out. So now we are cutting out the closed part. Like I said, the ends are open, but the part I folded to get the nipple to nipple is closed. So we're just cutting it so we can get our center front and our side. So you're just going to notch so we know where is the top and the end part as well. So please just take your time to watch the video again. It's actually not that hard. So you can see now we have our center front and we have our sides as well. So you can see how it is. You can just go ahead and pad. So now the next thing we're going to do is to cut on our lining as well. Please, if you don't know how to pad, I have tutorials where I padded, so you can go as well. It's normal padding, just as we do with our two color breast pads or our wording, whichever one that completely works for us. I'm sorry I lost that part. My phone wasn't recording at one point. I think my storage was full. So after padding, please, I have videos that I actually showed how to cut and pad. So after padding, you're just going to notch just like so. So the aim of this is to allow it to relax very well, so our joining won't be too stressed. So after that, you're just going to open, the inside part, which we joined, which is the center and the side together, that we joined together to form the bustier. So you're just going to open and you iron as well. Like I said, I have videos that I actually made straight bustier, maybe straight shoulder bustier or princess that bustier. Like all these paddings are almost the same. There's really nothing different about it. So a lot of people actually think only braces that should be ironed, but the honest truth is, even your straight bustier, provided it has to do with bustier, anything that has to do with breast padding, you need to iron it so it will be able to sleep properly. So you're just going to iron in. You can see that I ironed, all the joining together so they can just sleep very well. But mind you, when you're ironing, please place a material on your fabric. I actually did not place a material on my fabric because my iron is really not that hot. Is not hot. And another reason why you need to place a fabric on your bustier before ironing is there are some materials that actually brings out color. So by the time you sprinkle your water on it, you just see, when the iron touches it, you just see color coming out and all of that. So you honestly need to put a material on it so you can see how the bustier is looking after ironing. So you go ahead to iron every other part. Please don't forget ironing. It's very, very important. So the next thing, you're equally going to do the same thing you did for the main material for the lining as well, so they can all sit very well. So after which, we're just going to create out our curve, like what we want to do. So I'm just checking at this point what I have, if it sits very well with my measurements. So at this point, you're just going to cut out whichever shape that works for you. If you want to use the sweetheart, you do it. If you want to use C curve, whichever one that works for you. So I actually worked with the sweetheart curve. So if you don't know how to get your ample, you can just mark 5, do the sweetheart to stop at the 5 measurements that you marked. Then from the 5, you just create out your ample. Actually did not do that. I forgot. I'm sorry about that. So like I said, from the top you mark 5, then you cut your sweet out just like so to the 5, and then from the 5 you create your new amp. So that's how you're going to do. That's an easy way to just do it. So you can see how it's looking, like it's looking very fine. So this is how it is. So at this point, you're just going to place your lining just like so, and then you're just going to stitch, and this is what we have at the end of the day. So you can just add your back, your skirt part. So this is really beginners friendly for people who are new to sewing, who do not know how to make an off shoulder bustier. So I hope that this video was really helpful to somebody out there. So thank you guys for staying tuned, and I'll see you in my next video.